Yes, boys. Hope all of you are doing well today. We are here for the first preview since the international break, the dreaded international break, and I am so glad it's over. I was bored out of my mind for that whole 2 weeks, man. As I said so many times already on this channel, international football just doesn't excite me. It just doesn't. Like, even England, we won 5-0 the other day, and it was still a boring game. What does that say? Well, I personally thought it was a boring game anyway, and we won 5-0. But it's finally over. We're getting into our first preview for the game tomorrow against Brentford at 8 p.m. And this is a big game. And there's some circumstances that we have to consider just because well, one of the is after the international break, some players have played lots of minutes. We have got the buying game on Wednesday that we do need to consider. And there are some players that are also injured and are not going to be fit for this game, but we will get into our starting 11 later on. But I just wanted to start off by talking about obviously Brentford, because I think last time we beat Brentford at their stadium was in 2021. If you guys remember the Chilwell volley, and then when Mendy had one of the best games he's ever had in the Chelsea shirt, I remember that. But we don't typically have a great record against Brentford since they have come up from the Premier League. I remember getting slapped by them 4-1 under Tuchel as well. I remember a couple of losses from them. I think we lost 2-1 under Lampard. Yeah, under Lampard's second stint. So it's going to be a hard game, but we need these 3 points. Like, this is, if we're going to be doing something in the title race this season, we need 3 points against the teams like this. And even it might not have doesn't have to be a pretty win. It could be like a 1-0 win, like a little 1-0 like header or penalty. But we need the 3 points, and that's a must. And Brentford themselves, they've had a lot of players leave their club this season. They've obviously Mbeumo's gone to Manchester United. Norgard, their captain's gone to Arsenal. Their manager's gone to Tottenham. Who else? There's someone else. Vissa's gone to Newcastle. So they've lost a lot of their key players. So, but they've started the season okay. I know they lost to Nottingham Forest, but they showed some fight in that game, and they look like they're going to be up for it. So we will have to see. We'll have to see. But in regards to Chelsea, as I say, all we can do is just play our game. Just make sure we can do what we can to get the 3 points. As I say, it doesn't have to be a nice looking win. It doesn't have to be like a 5-0 or 4-1, anything like that. Even if it is just a 1-0 or 2-0, if we nick it, we get the 3 points. That's all that matters. Now, in regards to Enzo Maresca's press conference, I did see the quotes. I didn't watch the full press conference, but I did see the quotes after and some of the key points. And he touched on some of the players' fitness and some of the people that travelled to internationals. So the South American players, they only got back last night. So today is going to be their only training session ahead of tomorrow's game. And he said there's a question mark on whether or not they're going to be fit or not. Now, in regards to the South American players, Moises Caicedo didn't play the first Ecuadorian game. He did start the Argentina game, but he did get sent off in the 50th minute. Tactical red card, some might say. João Pedro, I think he did play both of the games. I'm not sure if he played the full 90 on both of them. I have to check that. Esteval, I know, definitely played both of the games. I remember he scored in his first game. And Andre Santos, again, not 100% sure. But yeah, so there is going to be, like, as I said, as Maresca said, there is going to be question marks on whether or not they are going to be available for tomorrow's game. But we're going to need them due to the situations we're in. Obviously, due to the circumstances and the situation we're currently in, because we haven't got a backup for Caicedo at the moment. Asu goes out for 12 weeks, it looks like. And Lavia's just getting back to full fitness, but he's not playing tomorrow, 100%. So it's going to be interesting to see what we're going to do. He also spoke on Cole Palmer as well and said that he did start training. He did do a session yesterday, but it wasn't a full session, and he's not too sure if he's going to be fit for tomorrow either. I'll get into my starting 11 in a bit, but if it's down to me, I would just rest Cole Palmer for Bayern Munich if that is the case. If you're not sure, if you're not 100% sure he's going to be fit enough, I would honestly just rest him for Bayern Munich because we need him against Bayern Munich. Otherwise, in my opinion, we don't stand a chance. Well, not just him, but we need the players, and we need the Cole Palmers of this world. We need the Moises Caicedos of this world. We need the Cucurellas of this world, because otherwise we're going to struggle, and that's just the long and the short of it. So there's that to consider. There is that to consider, and Cucurella is another player I touch on. He played 2 90-minute games for Spain in the international break. So is he going to start tomorrow? As I say, I'll show you my 11 in a bit, but we're going to need him against Bayern Munich as well. So there's question marks. I mean, I think for Chelsea, the international break came at possibly the worst time because Brentford is not an easy game for us. Bayern Munich, obviously, we need a strong squad. Then we've got Old Trafford next weekend as well. Like, these fixtures are hitting us hard, and this is crunch time because we need to rack up as many 3 points as we can if we're going to be going for the title this season. And obviously, we want to get far in the Champions League as well. Like we typically do win that competition, won it twice. Unlike some other London clubs, can't say that, can they? We'll have to see. We will have to see. But I'm going to take you through my starting 11s. Spare me 2 seconds. So this will be the starting 11 I go for. We'll do it together. So in goal, I think Robert Sanchez speaks for itself. Listen, he hasn't really set a foot wrong. Hasn't really set a foot wrong at all, to be fair. And then right back. Now, Reece James played both of the England games, which I'm quite disappointed in Tuchel for doing that. But I can understand he loves him so much. But we're going to need him against Bayern Munich as well. And to be fair to Gusto, he had a good game against Fulham. I don't think he played the full 90 or did he? I can't remember. But he had a good game. He was actually my man in the match. So I think Gusto, he should be good to start. The 2 centre-backs as well. We know Fofana is back fit because I remember him coming on against West Ham. I can't remember if he came on against Fulham or not. Trevor and Tosin didn't go off on international duty. Neither of them got called up for England. So both of them should be fit to play. But I'd also bear in mind that I want both of them to start against Bayern Munich as well. So I would start with Fofana as the right centre-back. Where is it? Wesley Fofana. And I'd also play Trevor Chalobah. Get that. There's 2 Trevor Chalobahs. Huh? Yeah, I'd also start Trevor Chalobah. Either way, it doesn't really matter. And then, as I mentioned, with the left back, Cucurella played 2 90-minute games for Spain. I'd honestly start Hato in this game just because we're going to need Cucurella up to full fitness for this Bayern Munich game because it's so crucial that he's in the team. I think if anyone could do a job on Elise, it's Cucurella. So Hato gets in the team for me. His first start in the Premier League, see what he can do with the Chelsea shirt. I'm expecting him to have a good game. We know how solid he is defensively. We saw that at Ajax last season. And he has played the centre-back role, so we know his defending is top-notch. And going forward, we'll have to see. He might not be as good going forward as Cucurella, but we'll have to see. I just realised that's not the correct formation. Bear me 2 seconds. That was the right one. There we go. Apologies. Right. Now the 2 in midfield. This is where it gets interesting because, as I said, I think Enzo Fernandez gets in because he didn't go off the international duty and he's fully rested now. So Enzo Fernandez starts. But our only other 2 midfield options right now are both Caicedo and Andre Santos because Asugo's out and Lavia is only just getting back to full fitness, but he's definitely not going to be fit for tomorrow. So if it's down to me, I would still play Caicedo because he didn't play an awful lot during the international break. And then if you have to bring him off for Santos, feel free to. But we're going to need legs in that midfield against Brentford. But this would also, we need Caicedo fit for Bayern Munich, as I say. So I wouldn't make him play a full 90, but bring him off maybe if we're winning the game like 2-0 maybe in the 60th, 70th minute, bring him off, get Santos on, or even if you want to put James in the midfield for a bit, feel free to. Now the number 10 role, Cole Palmer, I'm not expecting to start this game. I'm not expecting him to start this game. So, and as I say, Estevao did play a fair bit for Brazil. So he can't play in the number 10 either. I guess it means it's the first start for Buonanotte. See what he can do. So yeah, we'll have to see what Buonanotte can do in this instance. Yeah, otherwise, because obviously he's not going to be playing Champions League football. So there's no other place to really use him. I think this is the best time to start him. Now, on the right wing, normally I'd say Pedro Neto go on the left wing, but due to options, I'm going to start him on the right, and I'll explain why. Because on the left, I would give a first start to Mr. Alejandro Garnacho. First start for Chelsea in the Premier League. He's played in the Prem before, so he knows what it's like. As I say, let's not write this signing off before he's even kicked a ball for Chelsea. Let's just see. Because I think there's every chance he succeeds as much as there's a chance that he flops as well. So Garnacho, hopefully he has a good game tomorrow if he does play. Now up front, Liam Delap's out. People might be opting for Mark Gu. I hear it, but I think it's crucial that we get the 3 points against Brentford. So if, again, much like Caicedo, if we have to bring off João Pedro towards the latter stages of the game, feel free to. But I think we need to see João Pedro play tomorrow. Yeah, just because he's our best attacking option at the moment. So that would be the starting 11 I'd go for. Sanchez, this would be the back four. And then obviously João Pedro and Caicedo keep their place. We're resting Willian Esteval. So that would be my starting 11. Now, in terms of a score prediction, for this game, I've done this on Yosef's channel yesterday. I think it'll be a tight. I think we'll nick it 1-0. Maybe 1-0 in like the 60th, 70th minute. We'll nick a 1-0, even if it's like a penalty or set piece. I think we'll nick it. Like I say, I don't think it's going to be a pretty win tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be an easy game for that matter. So I think just do what we have to do, be defensively solid, don't let Brentford have too much of a sniff, and we'll nick a 1-0. But that would be my score prediction and my starting 11. Let me know what you Chelsea fans would do in the comments. Remember to smash a like and hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching.